Ladies and gentlemen, today we have the honor and the pleasure of having as guest GODKNOWS KACHIDZA, an artist from Zimbabwe, specialized in metal sculpture, and we will talk about two of his amazing work. So, GODKNOWS, first of all, welcome, and thanks to have accepted the invite to be our guest. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful to have you here because I really like your work. Please make a little presentation of yourself and of your art. Tell me. Okay, tell us about yourself and your art. A little presentation of you.
I'm GODKNOWS KACHIDZA. I came from Zimbabwe, but for now I'm in South Africa. I'm doing my artist sculptures here. So that's how I live. I do art, I do whatever people they ask me to do. I don't mind how big it is or how hard it is, I can do. I use the scrap stuff. That is what I use normally. If I get a scrape, I can do whatever I can do with a scrape. That's how I do my art.
Okay, good. Your art is very particular. Can I ask you how long you have doing this and when you have started to do it?
These things, it's more than 10 years now doing this.
A lot of time. That means you began early to do that. Very beautiful. You know, I see with great pleasure that many of your subjects come from the animal kingdom. I'm an animal lover too, and let me say that you represent them very well. You also represent subjects of the fantasy world, such as dragons, that I personally love very much. I can ask you the reason for this artistic choice and what binds you to them, to the animal and to these creatures.
Sorry?
I ask why your subject in your art are animals. Okay, so I'm interested to know if why you have chose to make animals. For example, not make other subjects.
What moves you? What moves you to create pieces that represent animals, dragons, and this kind of imagery, this kind of nature?
What I can say is that on these animals, I grew up. When I was showing them, I was seeing them just in the cameras, in the video games, and whatever. So I tried myself to try to make it live, man. With the things, with those scripts. Was trying my best to make it live because I never saw that animal alive. And the people, they were saying they were existing, some they were saying they were not existing. So I was trying my best to make it. You see, that's how I started.
I would like to get a part of it. What is the materials that you? What is the process of your creation? What is the process that you create your pieces? I mean, are you welding? Are you touching the? What are the materials you work with? A little bit more on your art, your craft.
Normally, I use drums. Those are my material. I use only drums. I bend them to be rustic. Then I can use them.
Do you weld them?
Yes, I weld them. I can weld as well. Then you cut some samples, some templates. Then you just try to do if it can. It's just like a trial and error. You know the method. It's trial and error. You cut this, then you see if it can fit there. You make the horns. You see, like that dragon. It's not yet finished. I'm still working on it.
Do
so I
you
have to
work?
put the.
Sorry. Yeah. Continue. Do you work
I still.
sketch that you do, or do you devise as you go?
Sorry.
Do you work out this sketch that you have previously done and follow the sketch, or do you devise and let the metal tells you what shapes you are gonna get, or how do you plan work? Cut it ahead of time, or do you the metal speak to you?
Yeah, normally because I use a guillotine to cut, I first cut with a grinder. So I cut with a grinder to just cut the pieces with a grinder. After then, I cut with a guillotine. I just make my own guillotine. Unfortunately, I don't have it now, but in the next time, I'll show you how I make it. That's the one that I use to cut.
Oh,
I just draw my size. Yeah.
To see you in action.
Yeah, I shape it to my shape, whatever I want the shape. I can shape that that piece of sheet to my shape, whatever I want to shape from it, and I can shape it. I put it on wherever I want to put it. You see, but it's interesting if you can do it, but it's not that hard, man. You can even do it. I know if you're an artist, you can do anything.
Oh yeah.
So that's.
I agree.
I only use a hammer and a piece of wood to shape it.
That's awesome.
That is what I normally use.
Fantastic.
Very, very, very interesting. GODKNOWS. Very interesting. If it's not a problem now, I want to move on your job on the theme of this interview. That means the eagle and the dragon. So, can you tell us something about your eagle? How is started this project, and why you have chosen an eagle?
The eagle. Normally, I like the eagle even myself because the way it lives on the earth and the way it hunts, the way it flies is something which is interesting, you see. So I decided to make the eagle again. You see, the fish eagle and on any other eagle I can make them. I don't have a, now I just want to make a big grasshopper now. I'm planning for a big grasshopper. But I'll do it, I'll show you even when I started it, and a big eagle.
Yes.
So
as I think this eagle is an animal with a strong symbolism, and there's I know a lot to talk about it, but I think you have made a awesome job. I really like it. Okay, so we can also speak a little about the big boy, the dragon. Tell us about this project also. I see that the dimensions are remarkable, are it's a very big statue. How you made it?
no, sometimes when I saw an animal like a market, so other time I did a market. When I saw an animal, even on the picture, I can just calculate how can I cut, because the first thing that I do is to make the head of an animal. Before I go anywhere, you have to make the head. If you are done with the head, then you can just do other part, the body and the stuff, because the body is not that hard, it's not that difficult. But the difficult thing is the head, and the head is the only thing that shapes the animal.
Yes, I'm
That's what
agree.
this is
I'm
that.
agree
This
with
is
that.
American. This is an eagle. This is a donkey. This is a horse. You can see it on the head.
Correct.
Cool.
Yeah. So no, start the head. When I'm done with the head, then I can make the body.
Yeah, the rest just flows.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. But as I see you, the eagle, okay, is have a considerably dimension. But I was really impressed about the dragon. The dragon is something bigger. I see the photos. Yeah, I don't know exactly the measure of the dragon, but it's a big statue. Have you have some special way to realize it, or talk about this dragon, please?
The dragon, I think, is about 2.5 meters high.
Very big, very big.
Yeah, I think it's a life-size animal. I never saw it before, but I think it's a life-size animal, that one.
And for this
But
dimension, you need the help of someone, or you realize it all by alone, by your own.
no, I can do it alone. I don't have anyone who can help me, because this thing, you have to think it yourself, and because I cannot even explain to you what I want to do next, because if you are not an artist, you don't understand it.
Okay, yes, yes.
Yeah, so if you saw me, my work with my hammer, you cannot understand. You can't understand what I'm doing, but you'll see when I'm finished. This is that. This is that. This is this part of the animal. This is this part of the animal. In fact,
Yeah.
let me explain something from the eagle. The eagle, when I'm making it, I can take 2 weeks to make an eagle. Yeah,
2
I can
weeks.
take 2 weeks to make an eagle. It's difficult than the dragon.
Yes,
I
I
bet.
see. I see.
Yeah,
Also,
because
the wings are very well detailed. It's for sure not an easy job. And what do you think,
yeah,
Iker, about that? Iker,
there are
what do
small,
you think about
there
that?
are, there are small feathers on the eagle. They are very small. There are small feathers on the eagle. Those are the ones that takes time. The small feathers. The whole body, you have to weld the whole body with the small feathers, small feathers, small feathers. So it takes time.
It makes sense. All the little detail work is what takes. Yeah.
Yeah, but if it is the dragon, the only thing that takes time are the horns and the head.
Correct.
And the body is just to close, just cut my pieces with my guillotine, then I just close the whole body.
It's great. It's great. I really like your explanation, and I think that for our live will be enough. I please you only 2 things. First of all, to keep
I
us
don't
updated.
know, to my brother, they are always in California.
Really, I'm asking this to you, GODKNOWS, if it's possible, if you will keep us updated in the group with your job, and secondary, if you are agreed that we will upload this interview on the YouTube channel, this is very important, and we will put all your contacts below the interview, so all people that are interested in your works would have the possibility to contact you. Is this okay for you?
Yeah, no problem. I don't mind.
Okay, okay. This is, I want to be correct, so I want to ask this before. Iker,
And
do you have some other question for our guest? Maybe.
and I want to teach my brother also from California the same thing.
You have to come here to visit us, because here we have some amazing sculptures. Assemble a lot to your work. it would be awesome to show them to you. Here we have a sculptures that are just spread all over the desert, and you can just see them on your cover, and you go and see them in nature. You know? It would be awesome to see how you contrast with your work.
Yes.
So if you California, give us a call.
You know what, Aker? Will be beautiful that we meet both three in California. I think that could be a really interesting experience. Okay, I know you already told me. I know that when I come there, I can count of you. So I think we will do it sooner or later. Okay.
Yeah, no problem. I don't mind.
Okay, this we will see in these months what happened for all these social situation. But we don't talk. This is not a place to talk about that. And I want to thank you. Goodness, I think that for today is enough. Maybe it's possible in future we will have some other live, and I hope that this interview is will be appreciated of our members, and I want to say hello to all people of the group and to continue to support us and by sharing, inviting, posting, and also it's important that you could provide us some new idea. If someone has some idea for improving this group, it's always welcome. It's just write to me and we will do if possible to release it. Okay, a big hello from Eric. I left you with the last word for closing the live.
No problem. Bye.
Iker.
Yes.
I left you with the last word, and then we close the live.
I would like Edgar to provide information, contact information. I mean, after all, this is featuring him. Do you have any last words that you would like to add to the interview? Something to tell people?
You know what? I cannot hear you properly.
Yes, now at the end there's some little problem of connection, but fortunately it happened now. So I think that for today is enough, and we will continue this privately. So a big hello for everyone. Hello guys. Hello, GODKNOWS.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's okay.